You are the chocolate in my mug of hot chocolate. That's right, baby dolls. Today we are wearing our Jiggly Boy hat. I love this cute little hat, by the way. It's so cute and fluffy. Now look, PulseChain, friends. We're going to be covering PulseChain today. There's some drama in the community. I mean, not really drama. So we're trying to get PulseChain listed on MEXC Exchange. I'm going to go through some prices and stuff here and there, but everyone wants to hear the goss. But friends, what I've actually noticed is a lot of you get very upset when I post the eHEX chart. Well, does this make you upset? It's up 137% from that low. That's right, imaginary wicks. Now, of course, the trade's not done, but that's against pHEX, by the way. Your beloved pHEX. I did not know that, friends, coins, I wish it was predictable to be able to guess the hatred, but you just got to let things happen here and there. All right, so it's something interesting just to keep, because always keep your mind out for this. Just because, look, you always have to keep very, very open mind, stay an open book. You say, oh, wow, you guys hate everything. Like, for example, Gophers. Gophers going up and to the right. Everyone's like, oh, we hate the squirrels. Who hates squirrels? I hold my own nuts. I did not know there was like an anti-squirrel community out there who's just filled with hatred, okay? Now, what's going on in PulseChain community? Okay, there's been a donation sacrifice wallet for getting listed on MEXC. So it's got $28,000 in there now. However, it started off with, I think Buck put in 10 grand. Someone else, I think, put in 10 grand. So I want to remind you that, okay, why I've made this, I want to share, there's two sides of the argument. By the way, I have no opinion. I don't really care. Okay, I have no opinion. I'm just informing you guys. So MEXC as an exchange, don't worry about MEXC because they're kind of poopy fans. Because I got friends out there, they're still owed like 300 grand from them and stuff. Because MEXC, if you're a profitable trader, they just delete your account. They go, see, you didn't exist, take us to court. We'll see you in like 2 years after the bull market. So we've heard some rumors and stuff on there, so just be careful of them. But they wouldn't do that with PulseChain because you're not trading PulseChain on leverage. It's just access to it. So the whole idea is to get it listed on the exchange. But yes, obviously, that's what I do here, fans. I have no skin in this game. All right? Kind of do. I want it to be listed, but I don't want everyone to get rinsed, so don't really care. But I'm just here. I'm giving a voice to both sides, okay? We're doing reporting here for you. So on one hand, the community is supportive, okay? The community is supportive, but here's the thing, okay? When we dive into support, like, okay, where's the money coming from? And who's actually putting in? It's people who received sacrifice money, all right? So obviously, shout out to everyone out there, okay, friends? I know, you guys just copied Richard Hart. You go, okay, if Richard Hart thinks his sacrifice is optimal, have an unlimited sacrifice phase, sweet, we'll do it too. So it's monkey see, monkey do. It is what it is. And it was the top of the bull market. They raise these funds with Euphoria. And when you have Euphoria, friends, everybody loses. It is what it is, okay? You can't, remember, in crypto events, you can never be holding with non-believers. Do you understand? Non-believers, when they enter, they're buying tops. You cannot be holding with them. So the PulseChain sacrifice projects, they're the ones basically trying to help this as well. They're asking for the community. They go, hey, everyone, come and donate to this wallet. It's $128,000 needed. Right, half of it fees, half of it listing fee, or whatever it is for MEXC. And I've mentioned here, unfortunately, the community is plagued by red candles everywhere. So, look, we can't just blame the sacrifice projects themselves. Because the spear, right, PulseChain, it's down big, right? So, look, it's down here. Obviously, price performance, not good at all. Look at the big wick. Wow, we're down 43%. This is a monthly candle. This is for PLS. You know what I mean? And this is pHEX as well. pHEX getting ravaged. It's down, what, like 52% as well. Obviously, pHEX getting absolutely destroyed as well. Everything getting ravaged. And look, friends, I'm not picking on anyone. Look, when the spear is down, everything's down. Just like when Ethereum was down, everything related to Ethereum is crushed in the bear market. So that's why it's no surprise to me. For example, this is Fame. So this is obviously Buck who started the idea, I guess, no, he didn't start the idea, he's just helping, okay? But you just get to see, right, like it's down against Pulse, hits minus 85%, and everyone looking for cheap value, but there are many other coins as well here too. This is Mintra as well. Everyone remembers Mintra, so NFT marketplace, change it to Pulse pricing, and yes, you get to see, I think everyone's offside, you see this still bleeding out. Wow, I didn't know it was actually like this. Yeah, as you can see, friends, pretty much, yes, going down, 88%. You can just change it on a daily. You can just see that, right? There's a lot of these things. I don't know. It's just, it's very, very, very common theme. Here is liquid loans price chart as well. And if you just change it to pulse pricing, you can see it's just pretty much just down only. It goes down here 90%. And everyone's still got their coins locked. I think most locked up. So everyone could be just looking for an exit. So that's what happens, right? When the speed goes down, friends, the whole game of crypto, right? Stock market has to go up. Bitcoin is leverage on that. And then if you want even more leverage, you go in Ethereum. And then if you even want more leverage, you go into the altcoins. But the leverage works both ways, right? So if the speeds start going down, we get absolutely ravaged. But if the speeds go up, you get the accelerator, okay? That's your risk curve. It is what it is. And it's sentiment here and there. Like the products still work. The products are there. It's just the community's excitement about it. So when we're looking at this, that's pretty much the foresight. So everyone's saying, well, we should still find it in our hearts to put money for MEXC and get it listed to get PulseChain its first exchange listing. And look, to be fair, it's probably like, it could be a good idea because like, wait a minute. If MEXC lists and it at least shows some life there, then maybe other exchanges will be inclined to list it too, and it'll be faster for them to list it over time, all right? But I just want to remind you, the overwhelming support is by people who are from the sacrifice projects themselves. So I just showed you all the charts, and they raise a lot of money, man. I completely, like liquid loans by themselves, $51.6 million. So I think people said the other projects is over 65 million. Like it's crazy. Someone said $100 million raised. Oh, whoa, man. So, and everyone's saying, where'd the money go? That's what people are saying. They go, wait a minute. If you guys raise over $60 million, you can only put back in 28K. This, remember, all the projects don't talk to each other, but it's everyone within the community. That's what people are saying. So that's why I'm going to bring now to you the other hand. So the other side of the equation is a large part of the PulseChain community feels robbed by the SAC projects because over 60 million was given and they have no value to be shown in terms of investment. But this is the game, friends. Like, you know, I'm not here to rationalize everything. I'm not saying, oh, don't feel good about red candles, but I just told you, right? So that's why I'm here to just assure you this is all just part of the game. This is just how it works. And I'm not just here to make everyone think rationally. Like, remember, we're all leverage on Ethereum, which is leverage on Bitcoin, which is leverage on stocks. But yes, I know that game is also tough because now everyone's like, wait a minute, what about Solana? What about these other coins that have gone to the moon? What about Dog with a Hat and all these others? See, when you focus on them, friends, you're just focusing on Cycle 1 narrative, Cycle 1 coin unicorns. You make everything always looks bad compared to them. Everything was trash last season in 2021 because of SHIB. You compared to SHIB. Now SHIB's not the newest kid on the block anymore, is it? Okay, so it's just something to think about. And guess what? The products are done. The products are done and the communities are there. And look, to be fair, though, I know everyone's upset. A lot of people are upset because they're like, well, man, we got no more pockets to pick. Right? We gave you the sacrifice, and like, I know a lot of people put in for PulseChain and pulsex. They got ravaged on that. Still ravaged. It's been a long time, no price return. And all the dopamine dealers keep telling everyone every day, any day now, 10x, 20x, any day now. So it is what it is. But by the way, let's just play some nice little music. We're still gonna make it, friends. We're gonna make it. Don't worry. This is part of, hey, this is Bitcoin halvening year. Okay, Bitcoin halvening year. If you make, so I have 90% core, 10% lottery, you make money and other stuff, friends. Keep stacking the core. Keep DCA buying the core until it snaps off at the very, very end. Trust me, yeah, I want to buy Cycle 1 narrative stuff too. I'm not paying 40x for your AI coin. That does nothing. Nope. You just can suck it. No way in hell am I paying up. No, I'm not paying up. Give me a big crash. Give me 70%, and for you guys to say AI is no longer the future, then I'll get in. All right, I'm not getting in, playing in any of this stuff, and you shouldn't either too. Okay, so these things are still cheap. This is still cheap. I like that. Keep going. Yeah, cheap, blood, blah, 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 blah. Cheap. It's really a test of your strength, right, as an investor. They go, as long as there's blood, keep doing it. When there's no longer blood, don't want to touch it. Okay? Now, obviously, I've shown you the other side here, and I've also shown you that the sentiment is because the Pulse and PulseX, I just showed you that big fat red monthly candle in PulseChain itself, and the price is nowhere near, and PulseX is still below day one sack, and people are still wrestling with the idea that, oh, did we really have Euphoria when Richard tried to blow $14 million, which he used through the day one sack price for PulseX, and then it got instantly rejected 2 weeks. So that's right, friends. When I'm telling you, yeah, theoretically, if Richard got the $450, $500 million, put it into PulseChain, we wick up 100x, and then everybody just dumps. In fact, probably Rectum himself just takes everything out. Like literally 4 or 5 guys, bang, 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 it's all over, and there's nothing in the treasury left. That's why you get to see, you can put the price somewhere, but the market can reject it. Okay, that's basically support and resistances. That's how everything seems to work out. So you know, it's been 3 years. Returns not good. Obviously not good by anyone's standards. And it is what it is. But I tell you, right, friends, I don't feel bad. Why? Because they're still cheap and keep stacking. You have lottery ticket coins, meme coins, all this other stuff to participate in. You get to watch other things. But understand, if you are all in on one thing, yes, that's why I told you, man. If you're all in on one thing, one idea, one guy, you need to be right. You understand? You don't care about making money. You actually care more about being right. You're like, because this is the one that's going to go. Okay, when the rest of the market's moving, how'd that work out? Like I said, yeah, it worked out for everyone in Solana. Didn't work out for everyone in Phantom, BNB, Corridanzo. It didn't work out for everyone in Optimism or Arbitrum. Still holding them. It didn't work out. I can go through 10 other chains, you know what I mean? It did not work. Gnosis chain and Matic did not work out for them. Just worked out for Solana. So, you know, that's what you have to think about. You look, in this game, you can be wrong and still make money. You can be wrong. As in, I'm going to ask you, what's going to pump next? What's going to pump next, friends? You don't know. Everyone guesses. Okay, 1 out of 100 people are going to realize what's going to get. Well, I don't know what's going to pump next. I've got meme coins. I've got lottery tickets. I have launch pads, VVV launch pad, pay launch pads. Still participating, waiting for more projects to come and appear. Okay, come and join the communities, friends. All these other things. Buy new meme coins. Keeping an open mind. Okay, now, yes, Coinbase and Solana coins, too high. I'm not touching any of that junk. And AI coins. Okay, but in the next crash, whenever eventually things dip, if we get it, right, then we look for that stuff. That's pretty much it. So I don't care about being right. We're here to make money at the end of the day, all right? So I can understand, though, both sides. And pretty much I have no opinions. I'm just here just to report to you here and there. This is kind of funny. I understand the crowd. There's always a crowd. There's a lot of people. A lot of people are selfish, self-centered. They cannot think outside the realm of their own little humanity existence. They can't think like outside. So you get to really learn about dark side of people because they always project what they will do onto you. So what they will do is, because I give a voice to sides of a fight that I'm not even in, all right? I'm not even in at all. People will assume that, oh, no, you must be on one side because of how you speak. Or you must be in this coin because you're talking about it, right? It's because because they're basically what they're saying is they go, oh, if I had that power, I would basically, you know, crush everybody and kill all the people in the world who I don't like. And I just launched the nuke button. That's that type of thinking that people project here and there. But that's basically humans investing default state here and there. Just a very, very interesting one to share that with you. So I think this is the most important part of this. All I can say is all of this is a direct result of what happens when you invest in Euphoria. That is the most important thing of all of this. I put warning emoji signs. So warning emoji signs here for you. All right. All of this was because of the mismatch of incentives. Richard Hart's incentive was to grab as much money from as much non-believers as possible. Your incentive is to buy early. You cannot get them together. You cannot get them, friends. You can't get them at all. They do not cross. To get early, you have to get in when no one believes. Okay, but if everyone believes and they're getting in and everyone says they're a believer and all these other people coming in, well, that's when pretty much you come for disaster. Why? Because when everybody gets a cheap price, friends, no one gets a cheap price. Do you understand that? It's just like there's a club. When everybody's allowed early entry, no one gets early entry. It's literally, that's it. It's a club. You're trying to say, okay, are people joining in? That's the exact same principle here and there. You know, that's basically the principle you want to always be thinking about. I've also got the next one. This is your investing wisdom for life. It doesn't matter how good a product is. If there are weak hands who are entering with you, there is no cure for that. That is the truth there. There is no cure for a bad price. All right. Especially in crypto altcoins, especially. Now, in the real world, sure, the cure for bad price is to wait long enough. That's what they say. And that's why I'm praying and I'm hoping, make sure you watch my video, friends, XRP video coming out soon. We all need XRP to go up. We all need XRP's USD price to go up because that at least is like the market throwing you a bone. Like, you know what? You'll never recover your BTC ratio or your ETH ratio price, but at least you can break your high against USD, even though it took you an extra full 4 years waiting because you couldn't crack it in 2021. I hope they're able to go above $4 for XRP to do that, just to show you that, all right, a cure for a bad price when you buy high, the cure is to wait long enough, which is, we know that's from the S&P 500, friends, just to let you know. Okay, it's to wait long enough and you have to be with a strong community. But just to let you know, friends, waiting long enough, we have to be careful with how we say that because it's in the stock market, man. Do you know how the stock market index works, friends? every year they rebalance, every like month or whatever. They go to the crappiest companies and they kick them out and they put the strong ones in. So if you're a crap company and you're starting to lag everyone down, they kick you out, they put new ones in, and you're constantly weighted. You understand that? You are basically long America. You're long the winners. That's it. You're long momentum over the super, super long run. Winners keep winning. That's pretty much what it is. That's why you never get extremely great returns in the stock market, but you do get a return, a positive return. That's pretty much what everyone wants. We don't have that in altcoins though, because there's just the cost of making an altcoin is just too low, right? It is pretty much too low, friends. The investment, it's not like a company. You know how hard it is to start a big company with all the employees and businesses and email, and you got to get an HR team, and you got to have a water cooler, and there's got to be cookies in the cookie jar because you guys are going to complain. Everyone's going to protest against the boss. You see what I mean? It's bigger and it's wider. You need systems here and there. With crypto coins, it's basically everyone's riding off Bitcoin and Ethereum. Sorry, we all know it. Riding off Bitcoin and Ethereum's innovation, and then we're all just seeing how these digital cities work out, all right? So I'm asking you, what do you think about this, friends? There are two sides of the argument. It feels like the community is swaying more into anti-side just by the lack of donations that I'm seeing. But it could just be, friends, as well. It's 28 grand, you need 120. Don't forget, 10 from Buck, 10 from someone else, and maybe 5 from someone else. So it's like the community support isn't that far. But maybe just early. And as well, remember, it's synced up with the red candles that we've seen, the monthly candle. So I just want to revisit back, friends. We have a quick look at the price ratios here. Look, all of these pretty much mean nothing, friends. I want to have a look at quickly some ratios too when we're done with this. But if you look at the PulseChain monthly candle chart, this is pretty much a poopy. Just run it here. But if you look on the weekly, it's still green. So we were expecting this, remember? We went up, waiting to touch this 21 EMA, and actually here it is now. So, look, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying this is the time to get in. You missed, look at this. See, Richard basically thrusted it up. It did not, because I'm tracking the 21 EMA. Did not cross. Bang, here we are now. Now, these, by the way, they can do that for a while and then go up. They can do that. You hope they do this. You really do hope. But I'm just telling you, this is the entry right now. This is actually the entry. You want your PulseChain, you're back to around day one sack, and you get to yield farm and stuff here and there. So let's also check PulseX too when it comes to this. Back around near it. Maybe this even has a bit more. So this is pretty much it. You just, you're around this 21 EMA, around that zone here. Maybe there'll be some sort of wick capitulation. It's just, I feel a bit sketchy. Just, I'm like, well, racist coins have a narrative. Like, okay, I think we can think of more ideas than racist coins, but it is what it is. It's the lexicon of people here and there. Now, I just want you to see how those charts are trending up. If you come and look at pHEX, pHEX looks like a very, very sick dog. Like if you look at this is 3-day chart. Look at the weekly chart. It doesn't have that at all. This is actually insane. Actually, when you think about it, let's actually put the 21 EMA as well. You see here, we flipped green. You see how this green part comes in? We flipped green, and now we're starting to sink again. So I don't know how far we're going to go. But also, look, friends, like I said, I didn't have any Luna. Stood up for the victims. Stood up for everybody who gets wrecked in crypto. Don't care what it is, especially when your founder tries to fight his own coin. So yeah, I don't care. For eHEX people, look, pHEX people want to forget about eHEX, pretend it doesn't exist. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is when I quote HEX's all-time high price, I'm going to assume your eHEX is 0. So basically, you are now down 97% from the all-time high. Okay, that's pretty much, no, so I didn't do this. This is basically, if you want this world, you're going to have to suffer these consequences when it comes to this. So pretty much from the high, you are down to now 1.1 cents. Around here, you are around, yes, 97, 98% down from the top. Yeah, there's yield, but you can't chart it anyway. So like, where's the Bitcoin yield and the mining stuff put in there? It's just, it is what it is, okay? But the whole point is stake it. Now, I want to just throw something, friends, you can't ignore this, okay? I'm not going to shut my mouth just because I see this. What I didn't like about Olympus DAO and Luna and some other like yield Ponzi coins back in last season, 2021, what I didn't like about them and how I was able to just basically call the tops in them was the people in their community didn't actually really care about the coin. They were kept talking about the yield. They said, I just need the price to stay still and the yield is great and this thing's an amazing vehicle. That's what they kept saying. And me just being there 18 hours a day, because I would see this appear, and I'm like, that's interesting. How come all the people in these coins, they just talk about the yield? Because I know one day they're going to collapse. I know they are. Everyone's going to get crushed. But I'm like, no one's really talking about the coin as much. They care more about the yield. All right. It was a cope strategy. By the way, as the prices started going down, they kept saying, don't worry, the yield's great. It's a good vehicle. Didn't work out. Everybody lost pretty much. Huge price drop still to today, and you're not a relevant coin at all. Now, what I don't like seeing are people on Twitter and YouTube. I go to many streams and stuff. People keep talking about HEX's yield. And I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. And it's exacerbated now because Richard's basically said, eHEX, you're basically worthless because you can't stake it long term. The ETH gas fees suck, which of course they suck, friends. Of course, we know that. However, I think the mindset of people trying to tell themselves eHEX is worthless because of no staking, effectively what they're saying is, I only like pHEX because of the yield access I get. Okay? You have to read logic, friends. It's not me saying it, okay? If you say eHEX is worth 0 because you can't stake it long term, right? You're basically saying pHEX, most of its value is because you can stake it long term, which was staking long term means get yield. And we know that's absolutely not anything particularly special when it comes to crypto. Oh, wow, you can earn yield. You can earn yield and everything. All right. So that's just, it's something to think about in terms of like people's belief in that yet. And do we need to shake out more weak hands? I guess we'll see, especially when looking at a chart like this. Doesn't have that nice uptrend like Pulse and PulseChain did. So I don't know. Is it going to go down here? That'll be really, really poopy if it kind of does. If it goes down here and hits below 1 penny, maybe there'll be a capitulation. So I hope you get the point now talking about these, because friends, in Bitcoin, it's interesting. People only care about the number go up, but Bitcoin has product market fit, first mover advantage. With HEX, the narrative talking point, remember, it's not people's fault. It's the marketplace. It's competition. Other things took the product market fit from HEX because other things are going up more. Obviously, a lot of people say, hey, I want Richard to stream. Yeah, but stream about what? Stream about what? Do you remember what he was streaming about in 2020 and 2021? What gave him confidence? Price charts going up. He had everybody's Ethereum. So if you read between the lines, friends, he was bullish back then because he was really bullish on Ethereum going up. He got ETH at like what? He collected everyone's ETH at like 150 bucks, made like 29 or 30x. I think he told Eric he made 40x on the investment. So maybe 30, 40x, and then rotated the profits in. Is that going to happen now? We are basically betting on Ethereum hitting 30K from here. So it's a different type of environment coming out there. So I'm just painting for you the picture. Now, also, I'm just going to tell you right now, me reading the market, I know for a fact, okay, friends, don't ignore this. You see this zone up here, 10 cents? People want to sell there. You heard me, by the way. You guys all heard me during the eHEX stuff, the dramas of the eHEX. I kept talking about all these sharks are going to sell 10 cents. Even shout out to my friend Sommi, who is a squirrel out there making all my AI-generated videos, right? Bless that man's heart and bless his nuts. All 3 of his nuts. Thank you very much. I love waking up, seeing all these new clips of me and stuff here and there. Now, he made a clip of me saying all these sharks are going to sell pHEX 10 cents. Now, I'm telling you now, friends, sharks, when sharks smell blood, I smell the sharks. That's right. Through the water, I can smell sharks. And I know there are weak sharks. There are little baby sharks, right? There are little flaily arms, pencil neck sharks. That's right. Look it up. There are pencil neck sharks, okay? Now, I think these people, you know, their 10-cent dream, I won't be surprised if they start capitulating down here at 1. Because I've just seen this so many times. They never get their resistance. When the crowd has a big resistance in crypto and it's like so far away, if the people talking about it, it usually gets a capitulation thing down. So we'll see. I still have USD, friends, a DCA bullets. I'm still waiting. I want to see blood. That's it. If you haven't shown me blood, show me like people, Bitcoin halvening crash and do that. So we'll be waiting to see. Otherwise, everything else is still turbo long. Remember, nothing's changed. If you had to deploy now, just to keep doing. Personally, look, to show you the last thing, the pHEX to pulse ratio, right? I've got another video coming out about the blood here. Look at this. It's just like, it looks like, what's going to happen? So don't forget, friends, don't forget, 8 influencers, not people, probably 800 people, but 8 influencers All of them said, I'm consensus. All 8 influencers, HEX respected influencers, okay? All of them said I was consensus. And what were they doing? Trying to pick a bottom in this. They said I'm consensus here. They also, 3 of them specifically called me Jim Cramer. 3 people called Jim Cramer. 8 say I'm consensus. And I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh. Wow. Even though this thing's low right now, which is HEX versus Pulse, you guys are all still on the same side. Kind of like, you can, friends, you ever be, I don't know, you can tell, friends, you ever been out at a club, maybe been out and maybe out with girls and stuff, they can tell a desperate guy. They can sniff him. Like, hey guys, wow, you guys are really nice. You have such a great personality. Wow. They can sniff it. Okay, that guy just won't leave. He's lurking around. You can just sniff. You're like, man, this guy. Damn. I bet it's been a while for this guy. You know what I mean? Or he just broke up with his missus and he's desperate for something else. You know what I mean? They can sniff that. Well, you're in here markets long enough. You can tune out there. You can sniff it too. So people reveal their positions here and there with how they talk. Okay. The most interesting and fascinating one was, when I made the eHEX videos, people incorrectly assumed that I was caught from before. And I was like, did you watch the video, Habib? I told you 1,000 times. We're DCA buying down here for 4 months. Not 4 hours, 4 months. Okay? I am just speaking up for people who got wrecked because I like making these videos because it's DCA buy zone, man. You see me, friends. I'm not making videos about stuff. Oh, this thing has gone up 9,000x. I think it's a cheap buy. Don't do that. Okay? I focus more on stuff down here, but I don't blame you because you're used to seeing people in coat mode, okay? So we're going to wait and see what happens to this pHEX to pulse ratio. Don't forget, this is Richard's announcement thing. This is Richard buying. So think about this. Double rejection here and there. I want to see if this thing goes down. So we'll just wait. I can smell blood. Let's just give it some time and we'll see what happens. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you soon.